Okay, are you guys ready to see Warhammer scams from Games Workshop? What are Warhammer scams? What are Warhammer scams? 3, 2, 1.
We ordered every hobby tool Games Workshop sells.
That's a total of 12 of them.
And today we're gonna see which ones are pure cash grab scams
And which ones are actually worth spending some money on.
Step aside Wish, step aside Temu, step aside AliExpress.
Heck, even Shane.
Today we're gonna test Warhammer scams from Games Workshop.
Let's go.
Let's go. Jokes aside, Games Workshop is the epitome of Warhammer hobby, I guess just miniatures hobby in general.
Yeah.
But they're not only making epic freaking miniatures, they also have hobby tools. And throughout the years, I've been kind of negative towards some of them, but I gotta admit, I haven't tried all of them. We're not gonna talk about their brushes or their paints today.
Okay.
It's all about the other random hobby tools. The knives, the screwdrivers, the
holding
holders,
things together.
the pots. To see if they actually just want to hustle us, because the prices of some of these,
They're freaking expensive.
not cheap.
They're the opposite. of
Really?
cheap. However,
Ooh.
I am actually quite excited to try out some of these products because maybe they actually hold some value. They might be just the brand new epitome of Warhammer hobbying.
Yeah, let's see. Tool 1. This one I'm kind of interested in, Lucas.
Okay, I'm
the
excited.
Clippers from Games Workshop. This is such an expensive clipper. $52
Wait, what?
to cut your minis from a sprue. So
I bought Gundam ones, right? I bought a pair of Gundam ones. They're a little rusty because, you know, I live on a tropical country, so there's like a ton of like salt in the air. So my clippers are kind of rusty, but these are beginner clippers that I bought. They're Gundam ones and they're pink. That's 90% why I bought them, because they're pink. But they were $10. Why is this $52? That is insane. Humidity is a bitch. Humidity is a bitch. Yeah. I can't have like nice like metal stuff because it tarnishes really quick. But also these are like $10. What the fuck? 52 is insane. I feel offended.
well, the question is this actually something of value? The one that we've been enjoying and using from Redgrass Games costs about $48.
And that one
48?
is significantly smaller as well.
To me, it's just for $52 for a clipper, it's gonna have to be really freaking amazing. So let's give this some tests, compare it to the Redgrass Games clipper. And to test the cutters, we're using our own sprues for our own minis. That's part of the paint set we did with Vallejo. Should buy them when they come out in about a week. You can sign up down below to be notified when it goes live.
I am horrified. I cannot tell if
It
there
does
was a
feel like
difference.
a really big clipper. I can't really reach in on all the parts.
I remember this one being like the hot fuzz a few years ago.
Yeah.
Everyone loved them. They were so good. And I never got the hype about them.
So I feel like the best way of seeing if a tool is soft or not is seeing when you cut it, you have a flat edge, or if you have like stress marks on it. And I'm sad to say, like on half of these pieces, I'm getting stress marks.
Oh, and then you use the Redgrass Games one, and it's just, it's just smooth as butter. Yeah.
I thought like I must be exaggerating when I remember how good the Redgrass Games is. So this one feels like butter, and this one you have to kind of push through. The biggest issue I have when I compare it to this one, and of course this is a really expensive clipper too, so I'm not expecting everyone to be able to afford $48 for one. On smaller pieces, I can't really reach in with the Games Workshop one because it's a little bit too wide and too big. It's literally worse directly from the box, like both in terms of size for cutting minis, but also in terms of sharpness. Are there any upsides to it?
I mean, it is a clipper.
Yeah.
And it does have a flat side. Which
It
means
does have a flat side.
it
and,
gives good-ish cuts.
and it's
Okay.
far from the worst clipper I've had.
Oh, yeah.
But also the other clippers I've had have cost like $2 from Wish. On a scale of 1 to 10.
I would say this is probably like a 8 for me. Because
I feel like clippers being $52 would be a 2 out of 10 for me just off of that price. That feels offensive. I'm offended. My clippers are like 10 Singapore dollars, which is maybe like 7 USD if the economy holds 7 USD. If the economy doesn't hold, then it's more like a $9 pair of clippers. But holy shit. I think clippers I have called God Hand, which I found funny. Okay, hold up. Low key, I would like clippers named God Hand because I love Berserk. Are the God Hand clippers named after Berserk? That is the question. But also, low key, I would like clippers named God Hand just off of that. And also, $52 for a pair of clippers, insane. I would never do it. That is $70 Singapore dollars. And you know what I could buy with 70 Singapore dollars? Like 7 McDonald's meals. So like unacceptable. I will not be purchasing. Add it to throne. Oh my god, baby, no.
Considering the price and the poor job it does.
I will move up my grade to a 7.
So scam 15 out of 20.
Tool 2. The Citadel knife. Every Warhammer hobbyist needs a knife. You need to remove whatever excess like plastic, or if you need to convert parts, you might have to carve some stuff. And $35
for a knife is insane. Can I be real? When I have excess parts, that's when I use a pair of nail clippers. Because I have like, because the nail clippers that I have are female ones, so they are really tiny. So if I have like excess bits on the side, I use a pair of nail clippers to just like clip the side. That's it. $35 for a knife is insane. Just use a pen knife. God Hands reach into the triple digits. I'm not fucking buying it. Never mind. I take it back. I won't spend 3 digits for like the meme. On precise cuts. Yeah, but also I'm a shitty hobbyist and I don't know how often we will be making like. See, I'm a hobbyist, right? I have like stacks of gunpla that I haven't built. But at the same time, I don't have the time to build them, and I don't know when I will. So I don't feel like I want to invest in quality like tools, right? Because I don't know how often I'll use them. Build on stream. I'm thinking of doing it again, but yeah, it's just like one of those things. You know what I mean? Hanging on model. You can buy all these from a hardware shop. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm just gonna go to like my local hobby shop and pretend. Guys, oh my god, wait. I figured it out, guys. I know how we find a boyfriend. I know how to find a boyfriend, chat. Hear me out, okay? I have a genius idea. I go to the Warhammer store and pretend to be confused. What do you think? What do you think of the strat? And then hit him with the what's your favorite army? Oh my god. That's so cool. I think they're so fun too. Wow. You know so much about Warhammer. And then you get another shitty boyfriend. Fuck! Stop hitting me with the truth! They might think you're a succubus. I think it would be a really funny strat. I think it would be an insanely funny strat. If a guy tells you that their favorite army is Slanesh, is that like a sign to run away? Yeah, if my favorite army is Slanesh or the Drukhari, literally, I will run. You will see me sprint out of the store like I'm fucking Usain Bolt. On fucking god. Is it a ripoff or was it worth it? $35 for a pen knife is not worth it, chat. No. $35 for a pen knife is not worth it. Absolutely not. All Warhammer armies are a red flag. What if his idea of a date is staying at home and painting armies? Like, I don't want to go out to eat. Food? Why spend money on food when we can just eat? When we can just inhale the fumes, the toxic fumes from like painting. It would be insane. You know, for $35, this thing better like come with this. Yeah, this had better be like the Swiss Army knife of tools, but it's not.
Hobby knife, Lucas?
We usually get the ones that cost like $10 for 25,000 blades.
They're from Wish now. We've paid $1 or $2 with like 20 blades included.
I do have to say, I'm quite fond with this design.
It's a sleek design. And let's compare this to a super cheap craft knife.
I have to give Games Workshop something here. This is freaking ingenious.
It is quite
big.
Yeah, but this is nice. Now you can put your thumb and finger over the blade, which you always tend to do, but now you don't risk like hurting yourself.
So let's try to cut some spruce. How is the blade? Is it sweet?
The handle on this one makes the handling part very nice.
But I do
Okay.
feel like this knife is sharper than the one I had.
Yeah.
And I do feel way less scared about hurting my thumb because you have like a bit of a distance here.
Yeah.
Down below, so your thumb kind of doesn't rest directly on the blade. Whilst on this one, when you hold, the thumb rests directly on the blade.
Few moments later.
So we've done some extensive testing. What's your opinion?
Okay, there is two parts to this story.
Yeah.
One is I really like the design of the knife.
I do too.
I like how it feels in my hand. I like the thicker bottom end.
Yeah.
It's just, it feels nice. The blade is really decent.
Uh-huh.
However, the price is still $35.
It is $35 versus Wish $1. Would I buy 35 of this over one of this?
Probably
Yeah.
every day.
Every day. So on
Yeah.
a scam level, I feel like this one is pretty much in between. It's just
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Which means it's a 10 out of 10 scam. 10
Which
out of 10.
means it's a 1 out of 10 for me. What the fuck? If the kit that I bought is $80, the singular knife is basically it's basically half of the kit. It's just about half of the kit. So no, that's not worth it. What the fuck? That's insane. It's on a scam level. I think it's a scam. Oh my god. So you wanna know what's the thing? So the kit that I bought, right? I got very lucky because I got very, very lucky with it because my when I went up to the store, it was like $100 for like the introductory Warhammer kit. And it was only 80 because my friend had membership at that store. So I had to call my friend and be like, hey, can I use your membership? Because I don't want to pay $100 fucking dollars for the introductory kit. So $80 was like the bare minimum, but it's also like 80 if you convert if I buy it off Amazon, like once you convert it back to Singapore dollars, it's about 80. So put the kit on throne? No, I did. But it was out of stock on like Amazon for some reason. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just paying like a little bit more. I'm paying a little bit more, and I think that's okay.
Yeah. Let's move on to number 3. Okay, Lucas. So here we got the tool that I've been just bashing the most out.
Oh, we're
of the
bashing
tool.
shit
To
now?
be honest, I
Fuck.
haven't really tried it.
This is a great tool.
$26 for a mold line remover.
What? Wait, what is that? What is that?
So pretty much it's just a metal piece that has 2 flat sides. So what I've always just reasoned is the back of my knife does the exact same thing.
Yeah, but then you risk damaging yourself, the meanie.
$26. But let's see if it's actually easier to remove molds with.
Okay, I don't know what this is for.
I think we
Oh,
have a problem with these, Lucas. The mold lines on our minis is like almost non-existent. Maybe we need to bring out some Games Workshop stuff.
guys, what if for like the Warhammer streams, it's no longer the basement, it's just a sweatshop? That'd be insane. Don't do that. But also, what the fuck is this? It creates mold lines in the plastic. Is it worth it though? Do you guys think it's worth it? When's the sweatshop stream? We are not having a sweatshop. I don't need boyfriend 1 to buy the miniatures, boyfriend 2 to assemble, and boyfriend 3 to paint. We only need 1, and that is me, myself, and I. Actual 10 out of 10 scam. Ooh. Okay.
It's freaking identical to using the back of my hobby knife.
No, this is way nicer.
I honestly even had a better time with this brand new back of this blade than I did with that one.
Yeah, I mean, this
Yeah,
tool sucks,
$20 is
but,
an
Was
insane
it
price.
$26?
for this mold line remover.
That is
I mean,
insane.
you could
Do not buy
essentially just
this.
pick up any piece of scrap metal you have laying around at home.
Yeah,
That has-
get the exact same
Yeah.
effect. You sounded so positive recently.
Yeah, I just hate this tool.
Like $26. Like if it was $1, maybe I'd buy it, but I don't even think that I would use it.
Yeah,
It's
what the
already
fuck?
done.
I honestly give this a 10 out of 10 scam.
Yeah, this is the
If
biggest.
this
scam.
was from Wish, we'd be fucking lambasting.
Oh
it.
no, I will give it a 9 out of 10 scam because I do like the handle.
Okay, yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10.
So 19 out
Oh,
of 20
right. This
scam.
is on scam
Instead
rating.
of
Yeah, this
throwing
is a
away
30 out
money
of 10,
on stuff
20 for
like
me.
this, let's talk about Squarespace. I know that a lot of you
We're
guys
gonna watch your ads,
watching
by the
these
way, guys.
videos
We're gonna watch
have
your
own
ads.
hobbies, or maybe have a
Something
side
nice for
hustle
remote
or a
lines?
music group, and you want to reach out to new people.
A website is the perfect tool just for that. And today, it's never been easier creating your very own website than by using
Does anyone remember the
Squarespace.
They
days
have some
where
pretty
like
amazing templates.
I don't
where you
remember
just
what
pretty
it was
much drag and
called,
drop
but
to replace
people made like
images
their own
in
like
the
web pages
template.
and
But you
everything,
also have
and
the
it looked like
AI
really
tools
cool
that
and stuff like
guides you
that.
from start to finish to make a custom website.
That was, like, where
especially for what you
everyone
do.
basically
so if
learned
that
how to
band of
code.
yours, or the side hustle of yours needs a place to show your products, or maybe just the means that you paint for your commission service, Squarespace is awesome for that.
And the best thing is that it's completely free for you to try out. Even better yet, if you just enter the code SQUIDMAR, you
Boomer.
get a 10% discount of a website and the domain.
No, I was not old
so
enough
what are
to
you
do
waiting
it.
for? Try out Squarespace for free by following the link down below.
I was
Now,
old enough to do
let's get
it.
back to more
But I saw my babysitter do it, and I was like, wow, this seems very complicated. I was gifted mold line remover, so I didn't pay at all for it. I feel like I wouldn't even put shit like this on Throne, right? Just because I feel bad if you guys paid for it. I wouldn't pay for it. I don't want anyone to pay for it. I don't think they should have made it, but okay, cool.
Warhammer freaking scams.
S'mores.
Mm-hmm.
Tool 4.
Hey, Emil, the next brilliant piece of equipment
Okay.
is the Citadel's files kit.
I've never seen this. A
Files?
metallic file
Yeah.
set. Why?
That's nice.
Can I just use a nail file?
Yeah, but that kind of sucks for plastic, doesn't it?
No.
It was like a soft sponge file
It
sand.
depends on what you're trying to achieve.
21 Donker Reduce.
What? For a nail file?
Now I can see why this would work on plastic.
Of course, it's a file.
Yeah, but I mean, most of the metallic files I've tried previously, I don't know, yeah, it works. It's kind
Yeah.
of nice. It makes the surface smooth. It does feel a bit limiting that they are the exact same shape. I would have wanted something a little bit smaller and thinner so I could reach like tinier areas.
I mean, you do have the...
Pointy edge.
Yeah.
But it's also like if you need to bend up in some weird area, kind of difficult.
This is the thicker one, and it barely leaves any traces.
I gotta admit, Lucas, I've been pleasantly surprised, and I hate to admit it because I think the price is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. If you go to your local hardware store, you'll
Kinda
probably
hate
end
it.
up getting 10 for the same price.
Yeah.
There's nothing to complain about with the quality.
No. The thing that kind of bothers me is, like, if this would have been like the perfect set for a hobbyist, they would have included a few softer, then I wouldn't have minded the price.
I give it a 3 out of 10 scam.
Yeah, I think the price is the big one for me. I'd give it a 3, maybe. Tool 5.
I think based off the prices, most of these are scams.
Lucas.
Citadel or Driller.
How much is it?
$35 reduce.
It seems to
what?
be kind of the price range they like to put their tools in. It's
I mean-
like between $20 and $35 for a tool.
I do want to run a company where I can just charge $35 for a...
For everything.
Yeah.
So how many drill bits do you get?
I think it's like 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
How long time does it take to drill a hole in this plastic piece? Is it better or worse
Stop!
than the general
No!
The wish.
tool from Wish?
I
That's
think,
crazy.
Without a doubt, it's gonna be this one.
Wait, I have to drill my
Does
own
drill
holes?
decently, I must say. The drill bits are kind of okay, yeah. So we've used this one before, so I don't think we need to do like a massive extensive testing. It's just nice to have a fresh one so you can get reminded that it's good. Big issue that I have with this specific one is I think ergonomically it's really difficult to drill with. I don't think it's easy to hold and drill holes with.
Yeah.
And I've often like slipped with it, and I often feel like I have to push a bit too hard, so like you sometimes accidentally, slip.
Ah,
But I think that's kind of true with all these handheld manual drill bits.
Yeah.
Because they're...
I think for the current kit that I have, I'm not gonna try anything super fancy. I'm just gonna paint it the way fucking Games Workshop intended it to be painted. Because I think anything else would be too hard and too complicated. Ah, okay, yeah, so we're not doing stuff like that, guys. It seems too hard.
like, it's not the perfect tool.
No, they are, it's better with an electric one. I don't think it's worth its money.
I'd say like a 5 out of 10 scam.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
11 out
Does
of
not
20.
feel good.
Let's go! Tool 6. What are we up for, Lucas?
I think it is time
What the hell is this?
What is
For
that?
mad scientists.
Citadel Color Assembly Stamp.
Huh?
I feel like this is the most like random thing so far. You just have a plastic piece and two gorilla.
I'm positive you could get that from any
super
like
plasticky
hobby
arms.
store.
But they feel like, or they look like dinosaurs.
That is true. You put your meanie in the center, and then you have two arms that can help you hold up pieces while the glue is drying.
But hear me out here. I have a vague feeling
The arm is too weak.
to lift up something significant.
But it also feels like why?
What
it's not
the
gonna be
fuck?
easier than holding with the hand, is it?
Doesn't really work.
It doesn't really hold like exactly where you want it to. This feels like such a gimmick. Like
Oh, is it supposed to fit the
yeah, the holder, the handle.
in there?
Yeah, the painting.
I like
handle.
that.
No,
I mean, it
stop.
works.
Wait.
Yeah, the
Did you guys
holder,
see it?
The handle.
Sold separately, sold separately. So if I want to use it the way that they expect me to use it, I have to buy all three things separately. Huh? What the fuck? How much did they say it was again? How much did they say it was? I want to go back just to see how much they said it was.
For Lucas.
I think
Okay.
it is time.
What the hell is this?
It's for mad scientists.
Citadel Color Assembly Stamp. I feel like this
They
is
didn't
the
say how much it was. Okay. Well, we'll get to it then.
Who would have
How much did we pay
Stop.
for this thing?
$28.
Stop! You're kidding! Does that mean that if I want all three of these things, it's gotta be at least $90, right? If we go by the pricing, it's gotta be like $90 for the full set. No!
I feel like this is one of those things that you would find at like a flea market for like $50. So, conclusion. 1 point for Dinosaur Head. 1 point for potentially being good for that one display painter in the world that paints in sub-assembly. And then minus 8 points for build quality and not being able
That
to
is
fulfill its
crazy.
purpose.
I'm leaning more towards like a 6 because
Yeah.
it looks like a cute little Loch Ness monster.
So
It
14
looks
out
like a
of 20
butt plug.
scam.
That's a 50 out of
approved.
20 scam for me.
Tool 7.
Okay, so sub-assembly holder.
Can we
oh.
add to this and make it better?
Oh no, this is for heads.
So as a good example here, because I've been painting on my golden demon entry a little bit, and I painted on the parrot. So I drilled a hole, I glued in a piece of metal
Okay.
in it, and
How much
put
is
it into a
this?
piece of cork. But with this, could have just used the very edge of this and glued it with like a tiny piece of super glue.
So that every time you touch it, it would just break.
And then put this in the handle from Games Workshop.
You know that you're still meant to drill a hole to use this.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
You're meant to drill a hole, and since it's a conic shape on it, it doesn't matter how big the hole is, so that it can still go in there and you glue it.
Yeah.
So then it just breaks off more easy because there's less surface area connecting the two. But how often do you drill a hole underneath a Space Marine head and you need to fill the hole? I would say never. This is a scam. I haven't. No.
I honestly think that this is kind of fun. But
What?
with that said, also I don't think I'm ever gonna use it.
And would you pay freaking $12.50 for it?
Okay, so 28 plus 12. So that's $40 so far, right?
Hello?
What is he doing?
I have found a great purpose for these.
Yes.
They are so pleasant to just press against your skin.
Oh.
But $12. So Lucas, you and I. we've
Guys,
been
for 12
talking
bucks,
about
do you want a
plastic
face
production
massager?
with companies. So this whole box cost Games Workshop probably around 5 euro cents, maybe even less to make, and it costs $12 to the customer. I kind of like the ingenuity, but I'm not sure I'm ever going to use this.
I don't like it. This feels like a cheap way of grabbing money from
This
poor little
does
hobbyists
feel
who
crazy.
Don't know better.
I don't know, like it's weird, but I'm kind of digging this.
Can we okay. If you let me break it down for this stupid young child.
Okay.
They've sent you a lot of these, you know.
Hi, Jingo.
That means you break them to assemble them.
Yeah.
It's a 1 use per thing. Maybe you get 2 uses out of it.
Yeah.
And bear with me. And then you have this perfect wine cork thing with a metal Do you know how many minis I've used this exact setup for?
25.
No, more like 4 or 5. But what I'm trying to say is I can use this for every mini that I paint.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, and that was free.
It's just a cork.
Because I drank the bottle of wine and got a nice time, you know. And then I just found this brass rod in one of your drawers. So
Yes, but they've been engineering and trying to figure out the way to make a product to make life easier for us hobbyists.
and I did it by getting drunk and finding brass. Comment down below which one you think is more effective.
So
Does this mean I should get... Okay, what do you guys think? Do I buy the $12 the $12 thing? Or do I buy a $12 bottle of wine?
Not a
grade,
10 scam.
Lucas, 10 out of 10.
Oh, it's a hella
I'd probably
scam.
give it a 7 out of 10 scam, but not a 10 out of 10.
No, it's hella.
The winner is the cork thing.
Tool 8.
This, however, is apparently the shit. This,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, is the Citadel paint stick.
Color
Oh.
spray stick.
This one is... Can I have the Citadel knife, please?
May I please have the Citadel knife?
This is Democracy Manifest. Enjoying a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. You can unbox the
Democracy
rubber
Manifest is so
What are the
funny.
rubber bands for?
to connect the minis. This is the best thing that's ever happened. I've tried this one before, and it's honestly might be the most brilliant tool in the shed. Now, what are you doing?
Okay. Wait, are those rubber bands?
I mean, that design is kind of neat, I gotta say.
You won't get a single spray of Chaos Black on your hand ever again. You can reach underneath.
How much was the price for this one? 24.
This is so worth it.
24
Is it worth
for
it
this,
though, chat?
Or 24 for this?
I would buy 2 of these.
I would buy fucking 5 of that.
You can actually reach underneath your
Yeah.
minis. This is so brilliant.
For smaller minis, this is pretty freaking good, actually.
I think you can fit
I
the
w-
bigger ones as well. Because then I think you can just, if you lift them, you could like snap them from a top.
Okay.
If we do like this from 2 ways.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, this would work.
oh,
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
It's really like a bit
Beautiful.
on top of it, but that doesn't really matter.
what the hell? Fuck.
Should I buy it? No, probably not. I think I'm too much of a hobbyist to like buy something like that. But yeah, Bluetack and Stick does the same thing. First product's not a scam. No, no. Okay, guys, you won't need it unless you prime a lot of minis at once. Yeah, I'm too casual. I'm too casual to ever want something like this. So absolutely not. So this is a heck no for me.
Fuck yeah, man. One solid.
I mean,
is
it's
like
not a
a 1 out of 10.
scam.
I think
But probably
I'm willing
not.
to give this a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
Yeah,
A 2 out of 10.
yeah.
I think
Name
it's-
one place on planet Earth.
To be honest, I don't think it's that egregious for the price also, right? I don't think it's that egregious for the price. And if you paint a lot of minis at one go, this makes sense. Yeah, if you paint a lot, it's nice because you have a lot of minis to prime. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll buy anything like this, but I don't think it's a scam. I don't think the price is insane. Is it unnecessary? Yes. But is it one of those convenience like gadgets that makes your life easier? Also, yes. If you have the disposable income to buy one, why not? If you don't have the disposable income to buy one, you can literally do it yourself. So this isn't the worst. This isn't the worst. This is honestly... Hi besties, it's me, Miwa. And if you're enjoying today's video, please consider subscribing, okay? Like, please, times a billion. I'm like really asking this of you, Nick. This is like, you know those like, they have like these cups, right? Where you can like wash your rice in, and then like it comes with like a sieve, so the rice doesn't fall out, but you can pour the water out just fine. It's similar to that, where it's like you can obviously use your hand to, wash the rice, but having a cup like that will also be really nice, right? It's a luxury.
You could find a better hack.
No, but the thing is, like, I would have preferred it if it's like the painting handles where you snap it on. But I guess, yeah, maybe you would have too much paint on the handle then,
Yeah.
so it would be... Yeah, no, you are right. I give it a 1 also.
Yeah, I
And
don't
it
think this
also
is a
comes
scam.
with rubber bands. You can build Lego guns.
Freaking let's go, Lucas. A first solid one. Tool 9. It's time
Ooh.
for the painting handle!
Everyone's favorite butt. I gotta say,
It's a
I
butt
love
plug?
this. This is my. I mean, you guys know we've been using this product for, I don't know, since it came out.
Yeah.
And to this day, I haven't found a painting handle that I enjoy more than this.
So
Okay.
how much is this one?
12 bucks.
12 bucks. It is like, it's not a lot of material for 12 bucks.
Well,
but
yeah.
also, like the Game Envy, the Redgrass games, they've all had problems.
Should
where
I
we've been
buy this,
like,
guys?
The mini just falls off sometimes.
Yeah, compared to having like Blue Tack on the Redgrass games one, for smaller minis, I think this is so nice. I still appreciate the other ones. Most of the times though, I just use my hand because I'm I'm a weirdo like that. And considering all the other ones cost about as much, it's like maybe the cheapest one is like $8. I think we paid for the one from Wish. I'd happily pay 4 extra for that.
Scam, 1 out of 10.
0 out of 10.
Oh, we can go to 0?
Yeah, we can go to 0.
Okay, this doesn't sound like it's too bad. I have one, don't use it. Pill bottle, blue tack. That would involve keeping my pill bottles, and I don't have. Wait, we don't really have pill bottles here though. When we get our medicine, it's in like small packets and not pill bottles. So, can I have third-party version? If he said if the one on Wish was $8, I don't think it'd be that more expensive, right? Soda bottle, Jenga set. I don't own. Would the can of Monster work? Would the bottom of a can of Monster work? Even like vitamin balls or something? I mean, I have like a singular bottle of like ibuprofen that I bought in America. Maybe I could just use this. My ibuprofen bottle. That's so silly.
Scam 0 out of 10.
Then I want to retract my previous grade on the spraying handle. I want to give it a 0 out of 10.
It's too late.
Speaking of this wonderful design, you mentioned for smaller mini. That kind of brings us to the next product.
Okay.
10.
What's the next tool?
The bigger, better, and meaner painting handle.
So can we
Wait.
put this
Yes,
bad
you
boy
can.
here?
That's the small base you can put on.
Oh, so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, I can even put it in there.
Oh.
Look at this thing. It's solid. Like, I can push it out there, but I really had to push. The only problem here I see is like it would have been nice if it was bottom heavier.
But it's
So like that's the only negative. Need more bottom weight.
if you remove the mini for a second, I see something that I want to explore. Do you remember the dinosaurs that you had?
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Oh.
Look at him
Guys,
go.
stop. Did they just gatai it together? That's fucking gatai. But also, the fact that it comes in a set like that and the total set, we thought it was 90, is probably more $70. But still, what the fuck?
Like the killer bunny from Wallace and Gromit.
I think this increases the value of this one, but still this one is a freaking 10 out of 10 scam.
Yeah, I say the value of this one just keeps dropping. But yeah, this one feels good. I like the slightly longer handle. Feels just quite sturdy in my hand.
No, I would give that similar. It's like a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, what the heck?
How much did it cost? 18 bucks. It's a bit more expensive, but I guess it's okay. So, grading the big handle.
I give this one 1 out of 10.
I give it a 1 out of 10 scam. Good job, Games Workshop. Tool 11. This one, let me do a quick introduction. When they released this one, I just felt like, how fucking stupid can we as customers be to pay money for a Games Workshop plastic pot that looks like poop? But, like, even without using this one, I think I've changed my mind.
Are you for real? The more I look at it, the more I hate it.
It is ugly as a mother fudger. Don't get me wrong here. Plasticky feel is a bit like iffy. But it's nice because I've tipped a couple of glasses on the table, especially when it's like plastic mugs. But this one is wider on the bottom. I think this whole thing of like the brush cleaning thing, I think that's a freaking gimmick that's
I kind of hate that it has their logo on it. Holy shit, guys.
pointless, I gotta say. Then I was out touristing and I was like, oh, how much does a mug cost? Do you know how much a tourist mug costs these days?
Yeah, like 29 bucks.
It is so much freaking money. And do you know how much this one cost?
11 bucks.
11, 20.
Stop! $11 for a... You could go to IKEA, buy a mug for like $1 and just use that. Huh? Wait, it's gonna be full of water? I guess like, yeah, it would not be hefty because once you fill it with water, it'll be fine. But I don't know. I guess the grooves would be useful for cleaning like the brushes too, but I don't know. It just feels like insanely specific. Save your monster cans. I don't think a can of Monster has enough heft though. I think the can of Monster would eventually also topple. I would much prefer something more solid like a mug as opposed to like the can of Monster. But yeah, guys, what if I made a shitty mug that just said Miwabelle on it for like $2? That'd be so funny. And I just marketed it as paint pot instead of like a mug, just paint pot. Do it? Oh my god, that'd be insane. For $20? Are you kidding? I'm not gonna scam you guys. Fuck, dude.
25.
But
so it's like 1/3 of the price.
Do you know what the difference between this one and an actual ceramic mug? If we just put that ceramic mug in the dishwasher, I could enjoy a hot cocoa on a
this
winter's
one is
day.
done in the dishwasher. Would you drink from this?
Yeah, look at this. Here we go.
Why would be funny?
Another one!
Another one! Ah! This is just a little bit of paint, Emil.
If I change my just mindset, so number one, if you have a mug at home, don't buy this. But if you're like out touristing, you go to Warhammer Worlds and you're like, oh, I want the memorabilia, and you pay $10 for this, $11 for this. I don't think it's that bad of a purchase. I gotta be honest.
Okay, genuine question. If I drank paint water, do you think I'd lose brain cells? Okay, but I'm a girl. I don't know if I want hair on my knuckles. I don't know if like, okay, if drinking fresh water puts like hair on my knuckles, I don't think I'll drink it then. Multicolored brain cells? Shit, what if I only have one brain cell? We've all had a sip, one of us. Oh, so the true rite of initiation isn't enjoying the lore. That's why I'm just a tourist. The true rite of initiation is the moment I start drinking paint water. Is that it? Can't divide by 0, you can't divide by 0, Therefore, there's nothing to poison my brain with. Perfect. Okay, guys, I will be a tourist until I drink paint water. Understood. Maybe that one random like Warhammer guy won't make a video on me if I accidentally drink the paint water. That's so funny.
To me, I'm more turned off by like the sales it, like, oh, you will have the perfect removing of paint because you have this shape on the inside. No, you don't want to scrape the bristles against the edges.
That's
I would
so
rather
weird.
put it up this way and have smooth edges on the inside when I'm twisting my paintbrush against it.
Yeah, maybe. But in my mind, I like scam. I would probably put it at freaking 2 maybe.
I think that this could be useful. It's expensive, but I do think that people would purchase it. So it might not be the worst thing. Yeah, I don't think they're not useful. I just think that it's so niche that I probably couldn't use it for anything else. I feel like this paint pot, right? If let's say my hobby isn't painting, like if my hobby is just painting in general, I could still probably use it for other hobbies. The rest of the stuff are a little too niche to be used anywhere else, right? You say 2 plastic cups, just cut one in half and do it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it's perfectly good for the hobby, but it's so niche you wouldn't be able to repurpose it anywhere else.
I just hate this. It's a 10 out of 10 scam for me.
Okay, then it's a freaking 12, I guess.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
That's insane.
Tool 12.
The last one.
Citadel paint palette.
Oh.
This shit brings back memories.
Okay.
Also, what the?
I painted an entire Stormcast Eternals army only using this one.
So it's just paper.
Yeah, but they're like plastic. You will notice you can put water on there and it doesn't seep into the paper.
Yeah, but it's gonna dry faster
It's
than
a
if you have
notebook.
it on a plate or on a plastic card.
Yeah, but it doesn't suck in the water as much, so it's quite...
As much, but still.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
How much is 12 freaking bucks for a piece of paper?
I love
Stop.
it. And it has nothing to do with all my fond memories of being a child and using
Let
it.
me ask you a question, Lucas. How many times have you used this in the past 6 years?
Not once.
0 times.
However, before that, I have used not one.
That was because you didn't have a
Yes,
wet
but
palette.
That's
before
so
you-
funny.
I've not only purchased one of these. I've not only purchased 2 of these. I've purchased and finished.
Or you can freaking hear me out
Okay.
here. Freaking regular Redgrass Games wet palette, twice the surface, and the paints will last you for as many hours as the dry weather will allow. This one, how many seconds can you reuse the paint that you add?
Minute, maybe?
Maximum.
No, but quite consistently a minute.
So you can do 3-4 brush strokes, and then you have to bring out new.
Could I not just buy a plate? Could I not just go to like IKEA and buy a plate? As opposed to buying something that is like basically a one-time use. A tile works really well for this. Oh my god. I'm gonna go to like one of those like manufacturers and pretend like I want to buy and pretend like I'm in the market to like renovate my house. I could scam someone into giving me a single tile as like a sample and then just use that. Unethical life pro tips. Scam someone into giving you a free tile by pretending you want to renovate your house. Yeah, no, fuck it, dudes. I'm going to IKEA. I feel like IKEA has brushes. IKEA has like a mug. IKEA has like a ceramic plate. I could find you a man to paint your armies and renovate your house. High level man. Can't you like steal one from a store? I don't actually know if there are like stores that sell tiles. But just use a bathroom floor. True. Scam people with a sample banned from the shop. Guys, unethical life pro tips. Don't actually fucking do that. Can buy all that from a dollar store? Yeah, I could just go to a dollar store and do it. Yeah.
New paint from the pot. How many hours have you been able to manage with the paint in this one if it's not like winter and too dry?
24 hours.
24 hours.
I've never tried longer.
Make one at home if you don't have money. Don't spend money on this. If you have money, buy ours. We put up a wait list. It comes out in 1 week. It's freaking lit.
Wow.
Scam, 12 out of 10.
I give it like a 6 out of 10.
Where's your store?
So 18 out of 20.
Let's look at their store. Let's see how much it is. Let's check their shop. Everlasting wet palette. Where would it be on there? It's sold out, but it's also 39 euros. Okay, I'm a little too poor for any of this, guys. We're not doing it. They're worth that much? They are? Okay. Quality brushes cost a lot. Okay, so for a hobbyist like me, probably too much. I kind of get it because makeup brushes also cost that much. But guys, do you guys think I could get away with just using like makeup brushes? If I have an extra makeup brush set that I don't mind getting paint on, do you think we could get away with that? Are they the same thing? Ish. Yeah, I think we're jumping a little too far into the deep end of hobbying. We're slowly not. Okay, I still think I'm gonna be a hobbyist, but I don't think I'll be building an army. I say that, and then like in the next year, I'm gonna be like, hey guys, painting my Tyranid army today on stream. Haha.